Hello, welcome back to my channel. So many of you ask me this question कि मैम भरतनाट्यम मेकअप में क्या क्या रखें, या फिर आप बिगनर हो और आपको मेकअप का कुछ भी नहीं पता है. तो this series is just for you. Okay, so in the part 1 I am showing you how to do this kind of a makeup. Okay, how to look this good. Okay, the whole tutorial with everything, which I know I'm not a makeup artist or pro, but yes, I usually do my makeup, so I can teach you that much. So this video is just for you who don't know how to do makeup or what you needed. Wash my face and moisturize once, okay, and then I'll put some hairband. My hair is wet, that's why I'm not like tying it, but you should tie it. Okay, after this let's move on to the main makeup. So I already moisturized once. Okay, I've given almost 15 to 30 minutes just to absorb it. Okay, I've given 15 to 30 minutes so that it fully absorbs that, and then afterwards I'm using a facial oil. I am a normal skin type, but still I'm using a facial oil. If you are an oily skin type, then do use a good amount of moisturizer. Don't think that I have oily skin so I don't need prep. Okay, you always need prep because these gonna make the barrier between the makeup and your skin. Okay, so your skin won't get those harsh chemicals which we are gonna use in these makeup. Okay, so I'm not claiming these makeup are very good for the skin or anything. These makeup are not good. These are dance makeup, so they can harm your skin. So always prep first. So I'm using the oil. Okay, and if you are dry skin, try using oil 2 to 3 times. Okay, always prep first. That's the most crucial part. I've used 3 to 4 drops all over my face. Okay, and then I'll massage it gently through my tip. Nicely I'll massage and press it up so that the oil gets absorbed really well. What we gonna do, we are gonna use a primer. Again, why primer? Because primer will act as a base. Okay, it's a barrier between your skin and makeup. So always never skip a primer for anyone. Primer is essential. Okay, I'm taking a tinted primer, a yellow primer, and I'm taking just a very small amount, pea size amount, and then I'm putting this mainly on the T-zones. Okay, because here you see more pores, so always use these here and then spread it out on all over your face, but the main product will be mainly at your T-zone. Okay, then again you have to give it some time. So usually Bharatanatyam makeup takes 2 to 3 hours. Okay, that's why, because usually we have to give it some rest after every step. So I like to give some steps so that the skin get absorbed and it makes the base really good. Okay, my base is almost done and my skin is looking already very nice, right? We're gonna move on to the base product. Okay, so for this, in this case I'm using 2 base products. Okay, you can use this brand only, Olivia one. This is readily available, so I'll suggest you go for this, but 2 shades of this. I'm using a pan stick from Colossal and this Olivia one in lightning yellow shade 07. Okay, so what this will do is, I'll take the yellow one first. Even you can do the base with your yellow one too, but I'll do with both. Okay, so just I'm doing it in the eyes area and in front of nose and just a little bit here and there. Okay, just this much. The yellow one is just this much, the 4 zone. Okay, mainly the T zone. This is the T zone. Okay, this is, and the forehead, T zone and the forehead. Okay, and then I'll use my shade. Okay, my shade pan stick, and then I'll use it all around. Okay, so always, and little by little. Okay, you can use your hands too to give it the warmth, but I use it by stick. Usually people say that with hands it's more nice, but I don't like that way. Okay, I just using it here and there, everywhere. just dabbing it up, okay, very lightly, because this is a base, okay. On top of this we'll use a pancake which gonna store the makeup, okay. And for this what I'm using is, I'm using a buffing brush by Real Techniques, okay. Buffing brush or any foundation brush will work. First what I'll do is, I'll just dab, okay, the yellow color, okay, the lightning yellow shade. I'll just dab, okay, all around the face, eyes, okay, all around the eyes, and then we'll blend the rest, okay. Sometime I slide, sometime I dab, sometime I'll just blend it up, okay. So there's no as such technique in this, but yes, in the eyes I always pat, because I want to pack this product, okay. I don't want कि वो अलग अलग दिखे, तो हाँ, I always pack it. Okay. While blending is done, what will be and the blending is totally done, and I will move towards the neck too a little bit, okay. After this, what we are gonna use is, we are gonna use a pancake, okay. I have both are from Olivia I'm using today. One is 21 golden yellow, for we'll mix two of them, okay, because this is little dark for me, 25 natural beige, so I'll usually mix this up. Even like I haven't brought 24, I was thinking to buy 24 will be actual shade match for me, I think, but I don't know, because the shades were not that much available to me right now, okay. So I'm taking, just mixing both of them, okay. So I'm taking some water and just mixing that up, okay. This, in this bowl I have water, nothing else, just this much water, okay. I hope you can see it, just little bit water, and then I'll take a flat brush. I'll take this kind of a brush, this is by like any concealer brush, okay, and then I'll blend it up, okay. Very lightly, I'm using somewhat, I'm mixing water too, so that the blending is nice, okay. I'm using some water, and I'm constantly dipping my brush into water too, okay, so that I get a very sheer base. I don't want a very heavy base, okay. So I'll usually dip water and then dip this portion, okay, so that the blending can be easy. I don't want a very high coverage thing. Okay, so this is my first layer. I'm just putting it all over my face, and this is a yellow tint, okay. The first one is always the yellow tint, and you can use here and there the water and this.
So my first layer is done. The second layer is the natural, which is my skin color. I'm using that pancake. This is 25 natural beige. I'm using that. I'm mixing that, and I'm just putting that all over the face. Same.
Okay, you have to give it a lot of time, okay. सब मैंने येलो बेस लगाने के बाद मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 15 मिनट छोड़ा उसको, मतलब the thing is the best way to like to be friend with the pancake is to give him a lot of time, okay. If you won't give him time, so he won't even care what you will be and what your face will be, okay. So always give it a lot of time, and be watery, okay. Like for this, especially for this Olivia one, I don't know about others, but for me what worked is that I have to give it a lot of time, and when it dries it's easy to blend. If you gonna use it now and you try to blend it now, okay, when it's already wet, so it won't work and it will crack and peel. Okay, so always give it a lot of time. Okay, and use a very wet brush, at least for my case, or even you can use a sponge, but I like to do it my brush way, because brush gives a lot big coverage and it takes less product. Okay, so I use a brush more. This is the final layer. Okay, and this pancake is the more you gonna perform, like if the show is of 6-7 hours, so you need to put 3 to 4 layer of this pancake, or otherwise 1 to 2 layer for 2 to 3 hour performance, or a half an hour performance will be enough. But please use this and give it a lot of time. Okay, you have to give it at least 15 minutes of a time. Okay, not less than that will work. I think so 15-20 minutes will be enough. You you can only feel that when you now right now you're gonna feel a little bit cooler because of the water content. Okay, the more you're gonna make it stay, the more it dries, then you'll feel कि एकदम चिपचिपाहटपन हट गई है. How will I explain that to you? I don't know. बट हाँ, आपको खुद ऐसा फील होगा कि ड्राई हो चुका है. फेस पे बिल्कुल फेस पैक का जो टाइप होता है ना, वैसे ही फीलिंग आएगी. एकदम ड्राई, मतलब उतना कुछ फील नहीं होगा, बट ये जो भी एक ठंडकपन दे रहा है, ओके, वो नहीं होगा तब फील. वी हैव अ नाउ पार्टनर, ठीक है, जिसको भी मेकअप करना है. शी वांट टू लर्न टू. ओके, सो नाउ वी हैव अ पार्टनर. यू वांट टू लर्न टू? हाँ ग्रेस, सबको हाई कर दो. हाय गाइस, please do like, share and subscribe to my cuteness, to her cuteness. Okay, chalo. Almost it's dried up and I can, yeah, you can tap it up and see if you tap and then you can see, right, that it's dried. No nothing will come to your hand and it's very dry. Okay, so right now you look like a ghost. Okay, and somewhat if it's not somewhere it's not blended, so you can use a water and blend it up. This is a very nice trick to blend this pancake. Okay, I always use some water and just lightly blend it up. Okay, with that same brush only. Take some compact a bit after this, or you can use a loose powder too. Okay, a Fit Me loose powder I usually use, or a compact. Right now I'm using a compact because my eyelids are creasing, so I'm just using a little bit of compact, just a little bit, and it's not opening, guys. Okay, so with this, the sponge is there. I usually, what I do is I cut it half so that it way it's more good to me. I don't know why, it's just my thinking or something. So with that I'll just use it on our eyes. Okay, just both of the eyes and down just a little bit. I just, okay, now it's all blended. Right now what I'm more into is my eyebrow. Okay, for the eye. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm using a pencil. This is a Swiss Beauty grey color eyebrow pencil. What I'll do, I'll draw a dot. Okay, so this is my eyebrow top. Okay, and then I'll just match it up here. Okay, and then I'll take the thing. Okay, so now you have to just do like this and match it up, make it a outside line. Okay, like this, so that my because I don't have much eyebrow. After that I am taking a eyebrow palette. Okay, it's by PAC eyebrow definer. I'm taking black and the dark brown shade and then filling it up. Majorly it's black and little bit of brown. Okay, it's majorly black because you need high thick eyebrows in dance, so many of them use kajal too, but I like to mix it with little brown. I'm just taking an angular brush. With that brush, it's already have a, it always have a, this kind of a brush. I'm using that only. Okay, and then just doing it. Okay, then afterwards what I'll do is I'll take a brush, eyebrow brush. Okay, it's always, I always do carry, and otherwise you can use this brush also. Like with this you can blend this thing up. I'm using same this brush. I have it, that's why I use it. And then I'll just use my hands a little bit so that the harshness can be removed. Okay, so always do eyebrow first, then go to your eyes, so that you already know where to end, where to start. Okay, so it's very crucial and important. So I've done my eyebrow. Base, what I'll use is, I'm gonna use this palette. Okay, this is by Sugar. This is Vivid D Victory, something of that 02 shade. And with this, I'll use 3 of them: contour, this highlighter, and the blush. Okay, so first let's start with the blush with the same brush, foundation brush. Okay, so we'll take a lot of it, and then I'll just do like this, very slightly. Okay, I'm just covering this portion, and then coming to the cheek. Okay, at the last it will be cheek, so it will be like this, just making a C portion. Same thing on this other side. Okay, now at least I think some of the color is there, and now blending it up. Okay, afterwards what I do, sometimes I use this also. This is by Swiss Beauty. Okay, this is a palette where I can get 3 to 4 shades. Okay, so I usually use this orange highlighting shade, just taking that in a brush and then patting. Okay, what this will give is, this will give a very nice sheen to my cheeks, and this will be little heavy right now, but blush, they get removed very easily, so I always prefer to apply it more, and then we'll later on, like we don't have to face any hassle. Okay, now the cheeks are done. Then I'll go for little contouring. What I'll use my middle finger and then just contour. Okay, very lightly. I don't have that good nose, so that's why I really need this contouring thing. But if you are blessed with good nose, so you don't need that much of contouring, and then I'm blending it. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm using a so for this I'm using a different highlighter. This is very cheap. I broke the pan, that's why I'm using like this. But what you can do is, this is just very cheap, 100 rupees a highlighter. Okay, so what makes a difference is, this highlighter is, see, you in the pan it looks white, right? But when you apply this, it turns golden, and white and golden mix with that gives a very nice sheen. So I always use this highlighter, and I recommend this to everyone to try, because this is very nice. See, the golden shift is very nice, and white and golden mix is very nice. Okay, so I just use it in the tip here somewhat. Okay, I'm keeping the middle portion, but I'm just using it here and here. And then on my fingers, what is left, I use it on side. You can use a brush too, or sometimes I use my hands only. It's easier, no issue with that thing, because yeah. Okay, then somewhat here and then here. Done, little bit blush done, everything done. Move on to the eyes, so let's zoom in for that. Okay, let's zoom in. You can see I'm using this shade and this brown shade, this shade and this brown shade, and then I press it up outside. Okay, I press it and then gently I'll do a windshield motion. Okay, I'll just do like this. and same thing, I'll go downwards, same with that same brush. I'm not taking any extra product. Okay, and then I'll blend this up because almost the brushes now don't have any product. Okay, it's almost, I've used all the products, so then we can easily blend this up. Okay, same thing I'll do on the left. I'll take this color, and then pack it up, then do a windshield motion, and then go to downward section. Okay. But I'm using this shade just to use it on top of the eyebrow, like on lower the eyebrow. This Cupid's bow section. This is, I think, so called Cupid's bow. So just using this thing just to blend it up. Okay, so this one palette is very useful. And then what you can do is you can use the middle shade. Okay, this goldenish shade. Okay, on this center, on the center. So I'm just using my fingers. Okay, just taking it and then just sliding it up. And then I'm just blending it up. And on top of this, if you want, I'm using some of this highlighter also. Okay, the orange shade, same orange shade, but this is not necessary. Even the golden one works nice. I'm just using this. Okay, so afterwards we'll use a eyeliner. The main part, okay, the crucial part is the eyeliner. I'm using a Colossal eyeliner here. Okay, this is the Colossal eyeliner. You have to mark away. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take the brush, I'll mark it up. Okay, what I'll do, I'll mark till just, I'll give it a dot very lightly. You even can't see it on camera. I'm doing it very lightly. Then like this. Okay, can you see both?
Now what will I do? I'll join the lines. Okay, from here to here I'll join the line till, okay, you can see the lines here, and then we'll go downwards. Okay, so we'll create line like this, little down. Okay, so that there's a gap in between. First I outlining this and then I'll fill it up. Okay, first you should always outline this. What this will do is this will help you create, if you have created any mistake or you want to do a bit more, you can do it, so you'll get the space there. Okay, so, and also please do check, okay, if it's correct or not. Always you should check, it's very crucial. Okay, so that the lines are correct and they're equal, you always should check. And then we'll go for the upper line. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just start from the end and then I'll join it. Okay, like this, you can see, just very thin. The lower portion should be more, okay, thick, and the upper portion should be less. The rule for Bharatanatyam makeup is the lower portion, the lower eyelid portion should be more thick. And then it's just hit and trial. I'm filling it up, okay, correcting it That's
I
all.
almost filled it up with the eyeliner. Okay. Then I'll take my kajal. So sometimes your eyes can get watery, so please make sure of that. I usually my eyes get watery a lot in this time. Then I'm taking a kajal. This is Lakme kajal.
This part I missed recording. Okay, so I've just created a inside little line. Okay, making a little V inside. Okay.
Be done. Like this. What I did, I'm just breaking it through downwards, make a outline, and then create one. And then for this time, I'm using a mascara. Okay, this is by Stays 929. This is very good mascara for kids also because it can be easily removed. Otherwise, mascara is very tricky to remove. So I always say use a mascara like this Stays one is really good because you can just use hot water or water to remove this. Now my eyes are done. Let's move on to the lipstick and other part. Okay, I'll do a little more contouring, okay, with the same brush and same palette. Hair and then hair. Okay, and also on the forehead. Then also, if you have small eyes like me, okay, you can use a white kajal on your eyes, okay, so that I show you the difference. See, can you see? There is a major difference in your eyes. If you have small eyes like me, so right now can you see this makes a major difference on your eyes. And for this I'm using Rene short white. This is very good kajal pencil for eyes at least. Okay, then for my lips, I swear by on one product. Okay, for my lips always use this liquid. This is by Maybelline Super Stay. Okay, the shade is Pioneer. Okay, this is the best lipstick, liquid lipstick. It stays a whole day. It won't budge. It won't do anything. I always use this lipstick for stage. Liquid lipstick are the best, and this one is the best among best. So I directly use a lipstick, or you can use a lip liner. I don't use a lip liner much. Because with this lipstick, no lip liner is needed. And then I do like this. So, and I only applied one side. Don't apply it both the side. Otherwise, it can chip or it can make you feel a lot is there. And if you use it only, I usually use it on lower side. And then I do this, and then it evenly distributes. Then afterwards, the time for the bindi. I put it a little bit up, and then what I'll do, I take the same white kajal. That's why I said white kajal is a must. And then I draw the tilak. I just make a V. Okay, you can make it big, small, how you want. Okay, I just make this V, and then after that I'll take a liner again. I just make a dot. So that's how you're gonna look, the whole entire look hope you liked the session, the makeup. Any doubts you have, please do let me know in the comment section, or even if you're my student, then do text me here and there, wherever you want. Okay, I just want this video to be helpful. Any doubt, anything, you can let me know. And the hair and the makeup is also coming. Okay, so hope you liked it. Keep dancing. Bye bye.